we are making a spinner. On one side is a duck. On the other side is water. And when we spin it, it will put one picture on top of the other to make one picture, and the duck will be on the water. So if you spin it really fast, it will make it look like the duck is on the water. And you can also spin it like this, where you like twirl it. It takes a little bit more effort, but it's a little bit more fun. So you can do that and then let it rip. So you can do that with a picture. You can also do it with words. So to make this spinner, you will need some string or yarn. Just about anything that is like a string will work. You'll need some paper, scissors, glue stick, some markers or crayons, some things to trace, and I have a ruler here just to help you measure out the string to get an idea of how much you need. So first what we're going to do is we're going to cut the string. So we just need one piece of string, and so it has to be 18 inches. So here we have our measuring thing. We're going to start here. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 inches. Let's see, just leave that flat though. That's the whole ruler. And I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to use that for my string. So now I don't need the ruler anymore. Okay, and so what I have here is I have cut out from a template that you have. I have these ones that have words on them. So these don't look like words because this is just a G and an F, an S, an O, and an A, and a T. But this is going to make words whenever they are put together. So what we're going to do is we'll do this one first. So first what we're going to do is color it in. So we're just going to color these just however you like. You could color it in. You could color in the letters, or you can color in different, each side different, whatever you like. Color the background, whatever you like. I'm just trying to go fast here. Then maybe I want like a little color in the background. I'm going to use a little crayon. This crayon makes something called mixed media, right? When I use a marker and a crayon, I'm using two different kinds of things, and that's called mixed media. And on your template, there's little dots, because the most important thing is that you flip one side. It has to be upside down. So it has to be like this and then put together, but it has to be in the right spot. That's why there are these little dots on your thing. That's why there's these little black dots, so that you could, whenever you glue them together, you can put them right in the right spot. Now I'm going to put my string directly across. Like, the reason I'm using tape is because it needs to be stronger, because you are pulling on it and you're going to twist it, right? So it needs to be a little bit stronger. I'm going to make sure that I have tape that goes all the way across. And I want to make sure that whenever I'm taping it, it's like even with this, so that it's not like off to the side or anything like that. All right, but this is a pretty simple craft, so you could take your time and just do these little bits. Then I'm going to get the glue, and I'm going to glue my two sides together, carefully matching up the dots. See, so here's a dot. And then I make sure that on the other side, the dot is in the right place. But even if you have one dot, right, the other dot is going to be right. Okay, then I glue it, and I'm done. So that's all it takes to make a thaumatrope. So now, when I spin it, let's see, is it upside down or is it right side up? What does it say? Let's see, what is the word? It is saying go fast. See, you can also do it this way. This one works better for the ones with the words, is if you do it like that. Oh. So for this, you will need some kind of can, any kind of can. And so what you're going to do is trace that can 1, 2 times. So you have a front and a back to your spinner. Now for this one, I'm just going to show you something kind of easy that I have just laying around, is we're going to do a stoplight. So I see that this looks kind of like the same shape as a stoplight. So I'm going to then draw around it, make like stoplight there. And then I see my tape has a circle template I can use. So I'm always looking for what shapes I can use. Then I'm going to draw 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles. All right, they don't have to be perfect, and I'll show you why. So now what the next thing you're going to do is you're not going to draw your other side yet, because you're going to have one of these lights go green, right? But what I want to do is cut it out first, because I am going to use this paper to trace it. All right, so I cut out my circle. Now I'm going to put it underneath the other one. So this is the secret to making this work, is using this, using paper that's thin enough that you can see. Not super thin though, because if you use like a super thin, it won't turn right. So this is just copy paper, and copy paper seems to be working just fine. Now I'm going to trace what I already drew, only just one. And then I'm going to make it green. Okay, and then what I want to do with mine, I want to make the outside of my stoplight yellow, because sometimes they're like yellow orange. I want to make sure I make my dots so that I know whenever I need to glue it together, what is the top, what is the bottom. I want to make sure that that green, where I traced it, is right where the other one was. So I have a dot, 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 dot. So you have 2 dots on this one and then 2 dots on this one in the exact same place. So I cut it out. Okay, so now I'm going to get another piece of string that is, again, 18 inches. So I have my ruler. I want to make sure I measure it. All right, here we go. 18. You see, here we're at 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 inches was a foot, but we need more than a foot so that we have enough if we want to twirl it. You know, like whenever we move our arms all the way around. You can do it shorter if you're just doing like this with it, but when you're doing like this one and then pull, you do this and then pull, you need more string for that. So here we go again. We're going to do the same thing. I have my 18 inches of string. I have my stoplight. I have my tape. So one goes, okay, put it, there we go, put our tape. Okay, now I'm going to make sure. So for me, whenever I traced it, I traced, I think, the bottom one. So when I do it, I'm going to flip it so that it's at the top. But I'm going to match my dots. Then I'm going to get my glue stick. And we're done. Let's see if we can turn this light green. There we go. Now, if we turn it the other way, let's see how that looks, if it looks any different, or if it just moves the green light to the bottom. I think so. So now you know that you can make these any which way you want. There's so many creative ideas of things that you can put. You just want to remember that you can't really so much make things move. You're just filling in so an empty spot on this side with something that you're going to put from that side.